afternoon. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam's Sports Report. Today's date is Monday, February 27, 2023. The Missouri Tigers got the best road game of the year. It was 41-40. The Tigers went on a 14-4 run. The Tigers completed it out by having outscored the Bulldogs 45-22 in the second half. Final score was 85-63. Again, the Bulldogs led by 1 at halftime before the Missouri Tigers soared and flied to come back.
Cairo Okendo
had 14. Corey Brown was not at his best as he didn't have a field goal in the second half. He showed the Tigers could win without him. The Tigers won 20 games this year for the first time since 2017-2018. The last time they won 23 games was in 2016. So they just got one more to go to get 21, and the most they can win this season is 22. That season of the 2017-2018 kind of doesn't count because of all the NCAA violations Frank Haith had for his team that season. Mizzou will play LSU. Mizzou needs this one. Mizzou needs to win the last two to get a double bye. SEC, which is very possible to win the next two. The Tigers play LSU on Wednesday. Tip is at 8 p.m. Kansas sneaks out with a win over West Virginia. Most of the time, Kansas responded when West Virginia would score, KU would score. West Virginia led by 42-41 was their lead. Last time they led, final was 76-74. DeJuan Harris had 17. Eric Stevenson had grabbed 23 points in the loss. KU will play Texas Tech. KU is now 24-5. KU on Saturday. Texas did lose, though, Saturday to Baylor, 81-72. If Texas would lose one of their last two, they could get a share for second place. Now, if they win the last two, including the Kansas game, they'll get a share of first place. This Texas Tech-Kansas game will be at 8 on Tuesday. Kansas State will win as well, which means all three teams win again. This has been a long time since these three schools have done this for this many times. This is a good. Marquise Noel scored 22. Arizona State stuns Arizona on a 60-feet buzzer beater. Here is that.
Yes, if you're Arizona.
Butler makes it. 2-point lead. 3 seconds left. No timeouts. Neal inbounds. Desmond Cambridge. Oh! He got it! He won it! Arizona State has done it!
My goodness.
Desmond Cambridge Jr. The Sun Devils have taken down number 7.
Oates says it was inappropriate for the refs to pat Brandon Miller down like you would at an airport. In instance, I have to agree with Oates here. Just because he's playing doesn't mean you need to snoop down to his level. Spare me. Stay in your lane. This is not about the referees to make up for the shooting. Here's more with Nate Oates.
Before I get started on the game, it was brought to my attention after the game about our pregame introductions. I think that's something that's been going on all year. I don't really know. I don't watch our introductions. I'm not involved with them. I'm drawing up plays during that time. Regardless, it's not appropriate. It's been addressed, and I can assure you it definitely will not happen again the remainder of this year.
Mississippi State beats Texas A&M after losing to Texas A&M beat Mizzou. What a wild league it is. Purdue, Indiana. Indiana upsets Purdue 79-71. Jalen Hood, Finn scores 35. Zach Edey scores 26 for Purdue in the loss. So number 5 goes down. Villanova beats Creighton 79-67. Creighton was 19th. Oklahoma beat Iowa State 61-50. TCU beat Texas Tech 83-82. Alabama beat Arkansas 86-83. Florida State beats number 13 at home, Miami 85-84. Virginia loses to North Carolina 71-63. Tennessee droughts South Carolina 85-45. Marquette beats Ball 90-84. Houston beats East Carolina 76-57. Gonzaga, number 12, beats St. 77-68. That's it. Now we move on to the NBA. Jason Tatum hits a three-pointer winner. Embiid's 70-foot shot fell, but it had been ruled too late. That would have tied the game. Matt Nagy becomes the offensive coordinator for the Chiefs as well. Quarterback coach Smith started for the Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs hire as a quarterback coach Alex Smith. Smith started for the Chiefs from 2013 to 2017. Alex Smith managed to turn his career around in Kansas City to become into a solid quarterback. Alex Smith lost his job to Patrick Mahomes, and now Alex Smith will coach the guy he lost. But Alex Smith doesn't seem any bitter about that. Sources say Padres Manny Machado finalizing a $350 million extension. Things never stay the same. The Padres are third highest payroll in baseball. Pitch clock violation by the Braves and Red Sox. All you gotta do is see it. I can't tell you what happened. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam Sports Report.
Warmed him up easily.
And now what?
He's out.
They have called strike 3. Wow! This is mayhem! Oh! Automatic strike 3 called with the bases loaded in a tie game in the bottom of the 9th. This is baseball in 2023.
Oh, the 2-strike strikeout. That's it. 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. 3-2. Bases are juiced, and he wasn't alert in time, and they punch him out. Wow. You know, we can talk all we want about it. You know, it's day one.
Some boos ring out here in Northport, Florida. All right, so you got the clock up.
Here it is. He did not get set. He was not alert. He thought that it was going his way. He thought it was ball 4, game over. Instead, see that look in his eye? I wasn't alert in time. And he's punched out. And that's it. The game's over. We got a tie.
The Bears will be trading their number 1 draft pick, leaning towards that. Moving out of number 1, the Bears had the first NFL number 1 pick since 1947, and the Bears are ready to trade it away. There's no one player that you would rather have. I guess it kind of makes sense, but you don't have to have Young. You don't have to have Bryce Young. You can go get somebody else, and there's plenty of players available. My God, you're the first pick. But there is also the argument that you're going to get a lot of picks back, and that is also true. So, trading their number 1 pick in Kansas City in April. And for Super Bowl 57, this is Sam Vaughn for Sam Sports Report.